I've finally been able to get my hands on the Coach Brooklyn 39, and I've been able to get it in the brown suede, guys. This bag was so hard to get hold of. I will show you how the bag came, but before we get into all the things, here she is, guys. She's beautiful, guys. She's gorgeous. I know that there are probably some of you who are looking at this bag and are absolutely underwhelmed, right? Because I can't lie, when I first saw this bag, I can't say that I was super impressed. This bag does look very, very everyday. You know, it looks very wearable. I wouldn't say there's even anything super spectacular about it, but if you guys have been here for a little while, you guys know that I have the Marc Jacobs tote bag, and I had similar feelings about that bag. I was looking for a work bag. I needed a bag that I could fit everything in, and I was actually trying to avoid the Marc Jacobs tote bag because I didn't super love the name that they've got embossed across the front, but I couldn't really find anything else that really could meet my need in the way that I needed it to, and so I ended up buying it. And guys, that is my favorite bag. Can you imagine? It's at least in my top 3. I think that this bag might come across as underwhelming if you are maybe looking for an occasion wear bag, and if you're looking for something that maybe has more details or embellishments or anything on it. But if you are like me and you're maybe looking for a work bag or a travel bag or some kind of bag that can fit loads of things in it and sits really comfortably on your shoulder, then she's one of them. Okay, and what I really like about this bag is that the quality of it is really, really good. You can kind of just see by looking at it that the quality of it is very good. It is standing upright at the moment because I do still have some stuffing inside of it, which I'll take out and show you guys, but it is a soft leather bag. I did go in store. I did go to Selfridges. If you guys watched my last London shopping vlog, then you guys would have seen that I did go to the Coach concession stand in Selfridges, and I was able to try it on in the black leather. This bag comes in a few different colors, right? They've got a black color, which I think is okay, right? The black looks really, really simple to me. Because I already have the Marc Jacobs tote in black, I actually wanted a brown or a burgundy bag. I don't have a brown work bag. I wanted to mix it up a bit. Sometimes I get a bit bored of wearing the black bag all the time, so I just wanted another work bag that I could swap out and wear, you know, to feel a bit cute, you know? I wasn't really too interested in the black. So the black was a no, even though I tried it on in store, but it was partly because it was one of 2 colors that they had in store. They have a darker brown, which I thought was nice. They're calling it brass maple, which I think it's a nice enough brown. It's like a dark, deep brown, which I thought was nice. Then they've got this light cream color that I don't love. They're calling it tan. And then they've got like an off gray color that they're calling dark stone. For me, it was between the dark stone and the dark brown color when I initially saw this bag. And I saw Brown Girl Beauty NYC unbox the red color, and in that video she shows the suede. Now I don't think the red is available in the UK. It probably is, but I did not see it on the website, and I can't see it here today either. So that is part of the reason why I watched her video, because I saw that it was a color that I've never seen before, and I decided that I would make it my mission to find this bag. So you guys know I love to shop, right? Every time I go into Coach, I can never see this bag in the suede. When I went onto their website, they've kind of even got it hidden almost, right? You click on the Coach Brooklyn 39 and it shows you all the leather options, but it does not show you the suede option. So I had to search Coach Brooklyn 39 brown suede. I had to put that in Google, and then it showed up the page from Coach that had this bag on it, but it said that it was sold out. I have been going back to the Coach website for at least a month and a half, refreshing, going back, just waiting to see if it would come back in stock. Because what I noticed about this bag is that there are loads of resellers. There are some websites that have this bag listed for like £200 worth than what it is on the website, and I have seen it duped in a few places, and I don't know, I was just kind of getting in my head, overthinking as usual. I'm thinking to myself, I don't really want to buy it from like a third-party seller, and well, one, I'm not paying over what it's listed at Coach for, and 2, I don't want to buy it from a seller that is not legitimate and end up with like a fake bag or a stained bag or a used bag or whatever. Like, I want the bag to come nice. right? Then when I was looking at some of the third-party sellers, I noticed that Very had it on their website. I've never shopped with Very. I don't think Very is available in the US or anywhere else, but it's a brand that's based here in the UK. Was called Littlewoods before. Now they call it Very. But I saw it on there for the same amount as it was on the Coach website, and I thought, you know what, if all else fails, I'm going to go to Very and buy it. Aside from wanting a different color of work bag to kind of mix up the black bag that I have, I also, earlier on in the summer, went shopping and saw the Bottega Veneta hot bag and tried that bag and fell in absolute love. I'm actually still dreaming about that bag. I absolutely love that bag. And it was such a shock to me how much I like that bag, because that bag also looks very, you know, it's a bit like everyday, a bit underwhelming depending on how you're looking at it, right? So I was really surprised about how much I enjoyed that bag. And that bag's super expensive, and I just felt like, do I need to spend that much money on a work bag or an everyday bag? Probably not. And I kind of decided that I would try and find an alternative, and if I could find an alternative, then I wouldn't buy the hot bag. But if I can't find an alternative, I'm buying the hot bag. So I started doing research about the hot bag, and then I ended up stumbling across the Brooklyn bag, and then I started researching the Brooklyn bag, and basically I got sick and tired of waiting for it to come back in store. I wouldn't say that this bag is viral, but it's definitely gaining in popularity, or at least I've definitely been seeing it more, right? So I think there's a little wave going, and not even just for this bag, I think for Coach in general, like their popularity is increasing. So I thought to myself, you know what are the chances of this bag coming back in stock as popularity is increasing, and you know, the Christmas season is coming, people are shopping, all the things. So I thought I would just push the button, and I decided to buy it from Very. When the bag initially came, it just came in a bag, right? I went to the post office, picked it up, it just came in a bag. I wasn't super impressed. I thought it was a Very thing, because I was anticipating this bag coming in a box. All the other bags that I've picked up from Coach comes in a box. This bag retails for £495, right? In my opinion, this is not a cheap bag. And so when I picked it up, I couldn't really understand why for that much money you couldn't give me a box, and especially for like a suede bag. You know, I'm gonna have to take a bit of extra care with this bag, and so I really do appreciate it when brands give me dust bags and boxes so that I can store my bags properly. I wasn't angry, but I was a bit like irritated as soon as I picked it up from the post office. But then I decided to kind of re-watch a few of the other reviews that I've watched to figure out if that was just a coincidence or if that's just how the bag comes. And from what I can tell, that is how the bag comes. The bag comes in a bag similar to this, right? I can't lie, it did come super well packaged. It was absolutely covered. You guys will see that it was very well stuffed. It had loads of wrapping and covering all over it. So initially when I took it out of the bag, I couldn't see it because it was so covered. So it was packaged very well, but a thing to consider is that it does not come with a box, which is a bit of a con in my opinion, that it does not come with a box. So I'm gonna have to think about how I'm gonna store it. This bag does also come in a few different sizes. It comes in a 23, a 28 and a 39. And some of the reviews I had seen mentioned about the bag being super, super big, which is part of why I wanted to go in store to try it first. Even though I couldn't find the suede, I wanted to go and try just this size, because a lot of the women who had bought this bag were saying, you know, that it's quite a sizable bag, and that wasn't so much of an issue for me because I'm 6 foot tall. So super large bags don't really overwhelm me. I don't really feel as though they look as though I'm, you know, I'm being smothered or anything like that. So I didn't super have a concern about that, but I did want to go in and try it. So my recommendation for you, if you are maybe a bit more petite, if you're on the shorter side, that it's probably worth trying this bag in person first and comparing it to the 28, because the 28 to me looks as though it might be big enough to fit in work stuff. And so maybe if you're a bit shorter and you don't want something that's going to like super overwhelm you, then maybe the 28 might be more suited to you. The 23 is just like a top handles 90s, you know, Prada re-edition kind of style bag that you put on your shoulder, which wasn't what I was looking for, right? So I didn't give that size of the bag much much attention. So I'm actually really happy with the size of the bag. The bag sits right underneath my shoulder. You guys can see that the strap is not adjustable. It comes with one strap that you can't move. And before I bought the Marc Jacobs tote bag, I would have said to you that that would have probably been an issue for me, because I have the Longchamp bag that is not adjustable at the shoulder, but all other bags that I own either have multiple straps, and I found that to work best for me. However, after picking up the Marc Jacobs tote bag, I realized that I don't actually necessarily need an adjustable strap. What I need is a comfortable one. And so I do like that this bag is actually quite wide. It's not super thin, so it's not gonna like dig in too much or anything like that. Same as the Marc Jacobs tote. Actually guys, I might do a comparison video between the two, because I think these both meet a similar need. The handle position is nice. It fits right under the shoulder in the armpit, but there's a little bit of a gap. The only thing to really consider with the strap is that there's only one. So with the Marc Jacobs tote, for example, it has two straps. So when it's on the shoulder like this, if you needed to like open it, you could move one strap open, which now I'm thinking about, I do quite a lot, right? You move one strap open and then you can put your hand in and get what you need. Whereas this bag, you will have to take it off your shoulder to get inside of it. There's not really much space or much give. I guess you could do it like this, but I don't know that you'd be able to get all the way to the bottom. It is also like a super deep bag. You can see it's really long. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to need some kind of organizer for this bag so that I don't, you know, things don't just fall to the bottom and then I never see them again. It does have like gold detailing on it, which I like. If you guys are based here in England or London, or you are somewhere that gets wet weather, then I think that is something to consider if you are thinking of picking up the suede. So I do have spray, like nubuck spray, that you can put on your suede shoes and bags. And I definitely will be spraying this bag. I can probably give you guys an update, but I also don't think I'm going to be wearing it tons in the rain, just because I think that this color, although super beautiful, I think that it could probably stain quite easily because it is a lighter brown. And because it is a suede, it does not have any feet. I don't super baby my bags. I like to wear them and, you know, use them for what I need. But this is probably going to be a bag that I am probably not going to wear when it's like super wet, super raining. So I'm probably going to wear it on maybe milder days that are less soggy and less grey. But guys, I love it. How cute is it, right? It is so cute. I really love the color. It does not come with any inside pockets, guys. It's just basically an open hole. So depending on what you're going to use it for, I think that you will need some kind of organizer. You can see it just falls over without the stuffing inside of it. It does come with a dust bag. It's quite a big dust bag that, you know, can fit all of it in, which is nice. My first impressions of this bag is that I super love it. I think this suede color just looks so expensive. It looks so nice. I think I'm going to get good use out of it. But I guess the only thing that I'm thinking about is the strap. I'll definitely give you guys an update on how it works in the wild and how I feel when I'm using it and all of that kind of stuff. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.